Hello, everybody, and welcome to this month's edition of the Butterfly Princess Bistro of Worldly Cuisine. This month, we're talking about an Azerbaijani Inspired menu. So, as usual, this meal will consist of a three-course meal, a starter, main and dessert, and a drink that originate from the country of Azerbaijan. So the starter dish is, you'll have to excuse my Azerbaijani pronunciations, so I may have to just spell them out using the reliable phonetic alphabet. So the starter dish that I've chosen for our Azerbaijani inspired menu is something called a mango salati. Now this is an Azerbaijan salad that has quite a refreshing taste. It is especially popular and consumed during the summer months. It consists of the following ingredients that include eggplants, tomatoes, bell peppers, hot peppers, and onions. The vegetables, how you prepare the vegetables of this dish they are prepared and usually grilled on skewers on what is called a mango Caucasian style grill. Then after that, once they've been grilled on the skewers on this specially designed grill specifically for the mango style implement, the vegetables are then chopped and combined with the following ingredients that include garlic, olive oil, and fresh herbs such as dill or basil. So this is a salad that is usually best served as an accompaniment to meat dishes, and in Azerbaijani cuisine, which I will mention more about Azerbaijani cuisine when we look into a future series in the future where we look at the cuisines, the more in depth of the cuisines of foreign countries. And in Azerbaijan, in the country, they do have a number of meat dishes, and this salad is best served as an accompaniment to a variety of different meat dishes. However, it can also be served as an accompaniment to bread or pieces of Manqal cheese. So I'm going to now tell you a bit about the history of the dish. So long ago, there were some people known as the Bodrum people that inhabited what is now known as Azerbaijan, and they used a number of portable heaters called these heaters were called mangals. It's spelled M-A. It's spelled Mike Alpha November Quebec Alpha Lima, hence the name where it gets the name Manqal Salati, which translates to mango salad. Now, it is thought that this word mango is meant to have come from the Greek word, which can also be translated to mean brazier. And if you're fortunate to ever go to Azerbaijan and obviously try this starter dish or an appetizer dish or a side dish, it can, and you try this dish, it won't taste the same from one restaurant to the other. This is because the taste variations of this dish can change depending on the restaurant you visit and you try this dish in. Another interesting fact, it also originated from the country of Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan is actually the country of origin of this dish. And the word mango comes from the Arabic word mango, spelt the word mango, which is the name of the salad, Manqal Salati. That the word mango spelt spelt Mike Alpha November Golf Alpha Lima. This actually comes from the Arabic word mango, which can translate to me the word portable, obviously, because that's where this is where this originated from, when like them Bondron people from years gone by used portable heaters to heat the food. So that's a bit about the starter dish, mango salad or mango salati. 1 minute while I change the picture to talk about the the main dish. Right, so next, I'm going to tell you about a main dish that I've chosen for our Azerbaijani inspired menu for this month of May. And this is a dish called Shakh Plov. It's spelled Sierra. It's two separate words. So the first word Shah is spelled Sierra Hotel Alpha Hotel, and then Plinth is spelled Papa. Is spelled Papa India Lima Alpha Foxtrot. And this is a dish worthy of a king or queen, because obviously, as you can see from the picture behind me, it's a very big dish that it sort of looks like a pie, and when we're serving it, we can actually serve it in pieces, where you can cut it into pieces and serve it individually. But this literally translates to meaning crown, because obviously with the dish being described as it being worthy for a queen, a king or queen, obviously a king wears a crown, so that's what it translates to in English, but it translates into his crown. And this is a very traditional Azerbaijani meal that is infused with a number of with a melody of local aromas, and it goes through several stages of preparation before reaching the distinctive final final stage where it can get to a point where it looks like the picture behind me. So, for example, it is so it's a dish that's usually served at traditional Azerbaijani weddings, and it is also a rice dish of an Azerbaijani dish that contains the staple food rice. The type of rice that this dish consists of is actually basmati rice. And the rice is freshly cooked in order for it to become very soft and dense. And then once the basmati rice has been cooked, it is then placed inside a bowl that is then lined with lavish, which is a thin and soft white flatbread, layers of dried apricot, and it also includes the following ingredients such as dried apricots, plums, chestnuts, and raisins are added on the top of the rice to create this. And the reason why this number of ingredients, including apricots and raisins, are added on top of the rice, the reason why these ingredients are added is in order for the maker of the dish to create a unique blend of flavours, as well as a blend of unique textures. You can add it if you want to. So if you choose to, you can also add a more diverse profile. Obviously, this is optional. It's not imperative that you add this, do this thing, but it is an optional process. You can also include other meats, such as a number of meats, such as lamb or chicken, and these can be laid within the layers of the actual dish. And then you go on to complete the filling of the actual dish, and this is finished off with quite small amounts or tiny amounts of water, such as saffron water, that can be poured into a bowl and baked until golden brown. And I already mentioned because of the dish can stay warm for up to a period of many hours. As I mentioned, it is a popular dish among wedding celebrations, but it isn't just a dish that's reserved for wedding celebrations. It can also be served at a number of other celebrations, such as dinner parties and special occasions such as birthdays, etc. So this is a dish that has dominated the diet of the people the entire world over. So it's a dish that can be served all throughout the world. Though it doesn't just stay in its country of it isn't just enjoyed in its country of origin, which is the country of Azerbaijan. And it has its origin, and this dish has its origins with a group of people known as I'll spell it out. So it's two words. So it's spelled A, Alpha, Bravo, Alpha, Sierra, India, Delta, and then the second word is spelled Charlie, Alpha, Lima, India, Papa, Hotel, Alpha, Tango, Echo. Now, these were a group of people who ruled the country that is now known as Azerbaijan during the golden age of Islam. If you know a bit more about your history of Islam, you will know that the religion of Islam had a very significant golden age, and these people ruled this area between the years of 750 CE to the year 1258 BC, and they were the people who established the city of Baghdad in the year of 762, and and it was them who introduced methods of cooking rice, and this spread to now familiar dishes such as Spain's paella, or Indian, or a number of Indian dishes. So even because of all this, because of how these ancient people these people from years gone by used to cook rice, that is now spread to a version of the plov being available in countries around the Middle Eastern region, in specifically in the areas of Asia, the Balkans, Africa, and beyond. And in the actual country of Azerbaijan, in the period of the 17th century, this was a century that saw a massive boom in rice cultivation, and has been a staple part of the diet ever since. And this a country, Azerbaijan, being a country to celebrate rice growth, has even been approved even more by the president of Azerbaijan, who approved a program known as the State Program for the Development of Rice Growing, which was to take place between the years of 2018 and 2025. The aims and objectives of this program was to increase the production of rice. As a result of this program, Azerbaijan has to import rice to keep up with the population demands. So the Shakh Plov, we've now talked about the history of it, the origins of it, what it is, but now we're going to talk about how it's presented. So it's presented with much extravagance and celebration. It's actually served on a big platter, and it is and it forms a very golden pastry casing, and this is all thanks to being proper and large, huge amounts of butter. It creates a brittle crust known as a kesmeg, or if you come from the Persian regions. The then mass is then inverted onto a platter with definitely not afforded to the novice home cook. It's then sliced open with loud noises, and it creates loud noises such as cracks and crunches. This creates a more satisfying way of any back of the spoon job to on a creme brulee. The fragrant filling spills out the way one's belly might after eating too much, and you may have to undo a top button after eating this dish as it's quite filling and absorbent. So that is the main dish. 1 minute, will I change the picture to right, now we're going to talk about the dessert dish that I've chosen for our Azerbaijani inspired menu. So the dish I've chosen for the dessert is a dish that's called Shakh Plov. It's two separate words. It's spelled Shakh, it's spelled Sierra Hotel Alpha Kilo Alpha Romeo, and then Churek is spelled it's spelled a hyphen, and then it's spelled Charlie Hotel 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 Uniform Romeo Echo Kilo. And this is a traditional cookie that actually has its origins from the country of Azerbaijan. And it's usually, and this dish is used from a combination of ingredients that include flour, icing sugar, eggs, butter, and vanilla extract. The butter is then mixed with icing sugar and then with vanilla, eggs yolk, and whites and flour. The dough that this dish consists of is left to chill in the fridge for about 60 minutes. So what it's left to chill for a period of 60 minutes, which is an hour, because there's 60 minutes in an hour. And it's and while in this fridge, the texture will be a bit of a firm feel. So once it becomes quite firm, it can be then the mixture can be rolled and formed into a number of little in little pieces that take the form of a shape of a ball, so you can roll it around in your hand like this. And then it's placed onto a baking sheet. And then it's then you have to make an indentation is made within each egg within each dough ball, and then it's finally firmly brushed and finished off with a number of light strokes of a brush with a bit of egg yolk on the end of the brush. But once you've done this preparation, you then place the baking tray with the cookies on, and you place it on into an oven, and they have to bake until they turn to a golden brown colour. and then and once they have been cooked and been brought out of the oven, it is then finished off with a light dusting of icing sugar, and then you can eat them. And an interesting fact to know is that these traditional Azerbaijan cookies are traditionally baked and consumed during a festival known as, again, I will spell it out because I can't pronounce the word. So this celebration is spelled November, 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 Oscar, Whiskey, Romeo, Uniform Zulu. And this is an Azerbaijani feast that is actually held to celebrate the coming month of the month of spring. So that is the dessert dish. Now I'm going to talk about the drink. So we've now talked about the dishes that make up our Azerbaijani inspired menu. Now I want to talk about the drink that I've chosen that adds the finishing touches to this month's inspired menu. So the drink I've chosen is a drink called Sherbet. It's spelled Sierra Hotel Echo Romeo Bravo Echo Tango. And this is a very sweeting, and it has a very sweet taste fruit drink that actually originated in the regions of the Middle East, and it's actually derived from an Arabic word which translates into English English as to drink. And it's quite interesting fact. The actual word sherbet actually entered the English language, because obviously the English language is part of the Indo-European family of languages, and the word sherbet actually did make its very first entry into the English language during the early part of the 1700s, so the 17th century, so the during the early part of the 1600s. So the origins of this drink. So there is a very early mention of this sherbet being in use, and the earliest mention of this sherbet being drink being in use actually dates way back to the 12th century, and this was used by a Persian medical encyclopedia, so a Persian medically trained person, and they probably used it during the 12th century. When the Moors, the Muslims and the Moors invaded the continent of Europe. When they invaded the region of Europe, they actually introduced sherbet to the region, which was around 1,000 years ago. And it was also a very popular drink that was consumed within the regions of the Ottoman Empire. This was because a number of physicians recommended this drink to be consumed to cure a lot of ailments, and it was a drink that was believed to be a cure for a lot of other health benefits. So the ingredients of the sherbet is made from a number of ingredients, such as a number of fruit juices, flour or herb extract, sugar and water, and sometimes the ingredients of vinegar is also used. In the country of Turkey, which is is a country that is a country within two regions, within two continents, the continent of Europe and Asia. It is made with even more ingredients, such as a variety of flowers, such as roses, violets, and jasmine, as well as a number of spices, which included cinnamon, cloves, turmeric, and ginger. And to finish off, I'm now going to tell you list some of the uses that it was used for, that it was thought beneficial to be used for. So it was released to relieve such complaints such as thirst, digestion complaints, and treat a number of diseases. Sure, it was also a drink that was served between courses of an elaborate meal, because in an elaborate meal, a number of courses were served, and this drink was often served to cleanse the palate so people wouldn't become too thirsty or hungry between each course. And it was also a significant beverage in many Muslim cultures, because alcohol was and even still is today a forbidden beverage in the religion of Islam. So that concludes this month's episode of the Butterfly Princess Bistro of Worldly Cuisine. Hope you can join me next month for another edition of the next episode in the series. Of course, as usual, I won't be revealing the name of the country that I'm going to be talking about our next inspired dish, where that originates from. I will be revealing the name of that dish, of the name of that inspired menu from on the 2nd of June. So I will be releasing that on the Butterfly Princess Show Facebook page. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. And the next episode of the next installment of this Butterfly Princess's Bistro of Worldly Cuisine will be recording on the 6th of June, so I hope you can join me then. But until then, have a lovely weekend, and I will see you and talk to you again very soon. Take care and bye-bye for now.